Will you read the rest of the Snow Anti-Memetics division? You said that you would do it after. I did say that, didn't I? That is a good question. That is a good question. Wait a minute. Here we go. I finished Hello World. Get rid of that. Boom. Save. Yeah, here. After the way I organize it here, it is a subscriber special. That's in the decent future. Yeah. I might change like the sub special then. But yeah, no, I have it jotted down here that it was meant to be at a certain amount. I'll change the amount here though. Just make it a bit fair, because to be fair, maybe I thought in my head like the subs would be a little bit faster. Which, to be fair, they are faster than they used to be. But they're still like in a pace where like if I were to wait to this time, it would have taken quite some time, probably like another year. So I was like, okay, that's not fair. That's not fair to do. I'll reduce the amount. You know what? I'll reduce the amount to this. This should be a lot more plausible. It should not take too long to reach that. So yeah. Good that you mentioned it, because I completely forgot about that. And now it will eventually happen, but we have to wait. We will have to wait. When will yeah. That would no, it would be August. Because right now the 3110s are coming out mid-August. So yeah, that's right, because I did calculate like how like with the by the time I'm in August, maybe I will have more than enough. You know what? We'll see. We'll see. Let me actually write that down as like okay, how about this? Either a sub-special that we have reached by that point, or after comes out in my channel. There we go. I think that's the best way to keep it safe. Because as you probably realize, a lot of subscriber specials, like I don't wanna release a subscriber special that's on a specific SCP when the SCP is not out on my channel yet, because like then for me, even though people who watch my videos probably already know about the SCP, well, I actually don't know about that, but yes, okay, but now, okay, without further ado, we shall get started. We have canned bread, which we had a few times, but they don't have a link to the offer page here. By the way, Afro, I know this might be a bit late, but thanks for the heads up about the snake SCP picture that I asked about. Yeah, that is very late. That's a whole weekend late. Canned bread. They wrote help desk. Like I said, we had them a few times, but like whenever I look them up, they don't have a link available. So here we go, help desk, here we go. Without further ado, we have delayed more than enough. Oh, thumbnail! It is rare to see a thumbnail, and also rare to start off the stream with a thumbnail. Alright, special containment procedures SCP-3120 is to be powered off and kept in the storage locker in the communication office of Site 81. One person in the administrative staff of each Foundation secure facility is to be granted level 5/3120 clearance and briefed on the properties of SCP-3120 If the conditions outlined in document 3120 Omicron, I think I said 1 before accidentally, are met, any person with level 5/3120 clearance may broadcast a 3120 Omicron signal. Document 3120 Omicron level 5/3120 credentials required. A 3120 Omicron signal may only be broadcast if... Did I have a phone like this before? No, I did not. One or more Keter class objects is in an active state of containment breach, and the objects in question do not have relevant, clearly defined procedures for the re-establishment of containment, and the objects in question, if not immediately contained, pose a significant immediate risk to the Foundation facilities and or more than 1 million. In case you don't know how many zeros a million has. Civilians, and the person broadcasting the 3120 Omicron signal subjectively judges the information leaks caused by SCP-3120 to be a less significant risk than refraining from the use of SCP-3120. The rats are the same model as 3120. Okay, so yeah, gotcha. There is no anti-memetics. It's like the most famous tale series on the wiki, so I think most people have read it. Yeah, no, that's fair, but like there are still people on my channel that like come in and be like, I have no idea what the hell this is. So yeah, but for me personally, it's just more, I don't know, maybe it's like an OCD thing of like, no, I can't have a tail that's connected to 3125 out before 3125 is out. If the communications office of Site 81 receives a confirmed 3120 Omicron signal, SCP-3120 is to be powered on, and a staff member with clearance level 4 or higher is to use it as appropriate. Access restricted. Please enter level 4 credential. After the threat indicated by the 3120 Omicron signal is neutralized, the Foundation Medics Department is to develop an anti-meme to the information distributed by SCP-3120. If disinformation campaigns are judged to be ineffective by the time the anti-meme is completed, it will be deployed in all media markets. In particularly time-sensitive situations for which anti-memes cannot be developed as quickly as needed, nuclear or high-yield conventional weapons may be deployed in targeted civilian population centers, only pursuant to unanimous vote by the O5 Council and a majority vote by the Ethics Committee. SCP-3120 is a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge smartphone with a silver finish and English language interface. Its fingerprint recognition is apparently faulty, as any human can unlock the device with the print of a thumb or index finger. Of interest is the fact that non-humans and human analogs, in example silicone fingertips, cannot unlock the device. Humans with prosthetic hands, however, are still capable of unlocking the device using their prosthesis. Both its lock screen and wallpaper consistent of a white background with centered Arial bold text, with the lock screen reading, "Information should be free," and the wallpaper reading, "Intellectual property is spiritual theft." I can't unlock my phone. How could you? You don't have human fingerprints. SCP-3120 is unable to receive Wi-Fi signals or cell service of any kind. It has applications installed that are consistent factory settings of a device of the same model, but only the phone and contacts applications can be launched. The device has only one contact saved under the name of Help Desk. Attempts to add other contacts have been unsuccessful. The telephone number saved with this contact is +1 218, which is valid but unregistered number in or near Bemidji. Is that Minnesota? Attempts to call this number are always successful, result in the call being connected to an entity designated -1. When using SCP-3120, attempts to call it using other telephones are unsuccessful, as are attempts to call other numbers using SCP-3120. Okay, access restricted. Please enter level 4 credentials. Dashman has a voice described as sounding like a middle-aged woman with an accent typical of the upper Midwest. It is cooperative with any test subject and answers questions of any nature with little or no hesitation. It is believed to have access to all information in existence, including the Foundation database, as well as otherwise inaccessible information held by several groups of interest, including redacted. 4 separate occasions as provided detailed an effective procedure of the containment of Keller class breaches, saving an estimated 550 Foundation personnel, civilians in at least universes, and USD and Foundation financial resources. When Dashron provides the caller with any information, it has also published within 24 hours in at least 29 known newspapers worldwide, as well as mentioned on at least 90 known television news stations and in numerous posts by social media accounts affiliated with these organizations, including the New York Times, the Washington Post, Le Monde, Izvestia, Dagens Nyheter, Asahi Shimbun, and others. Information distributed by this way is also highly resistant to all amnestics. Testing using amnestics of class V or higher has proven successful in halting the spread of the information in question, but only through the erasure of the subject's faculties of language and or extensive neurological damage. Ooh. Oh, it's a Swedish newspaper. I did not know that. So these are, I mean, it does say the newspapers here, so... But hey, now we know that Dagen, which I probably fucking butchered the name anyway, is Swedish. Cool. Targeted anti-mimetic images, text, and audio, however, have proven effective in suppressing the information dispersed by SCP-3120. For this reason, anti-memes are given extreme preference in SCP-3120's containment procedures. SCP-3120 was surrendered to the Foundation by one Jane Doe, which is the female version of John Doe, in case nobody knew. Which means unidentified female person, who claims to be the creator of SCP-3120. Are you though? Are you really? Who legally changed her name to Jane Doe on 2012. Mrs. Doe's name was formerly ditto expunged. Well, it's now forever. It is a Jane Doe now. Even the Foundation's like, don't let the actual name be known. See interview log. Oh. Dew on the grass has fallen. Welcome to Fluff. Welcome, welcome. Enjoy your stay. Wait, I thought like 2 years. Nope. But welcome back. Welcome back. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Henry and I appreciate it. Yoshi appreciates it. Bastet appreciates it. You're doing great. Ghost Chan appreciates it. How go the readings? Is going well. As you can see. And now we have somebody else. Spicy Senpai. Ooh. Ooh. Welcome to Fluff. The reading's going well. As you can see, I'm still going strong. We have reached the 3,000s this year. And that's basically it. I had the biggest read of my life after New Year's. Actually, no, was it after before New Year? It was before, wasn't it? It was after, like, before Christmas. Just barely before Christmas. Alright. See interview log 3120. I'll have for further information. Both of you, thank you so much for the follow. And by the way, just a heads up, Mechanic might buy you a sub because this motherfucker's going crazy with subs whenever a new person joins. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Yo, Afro!
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Interview log 3120 Aleph, level 4 credential required. Interviewer S. Kim, the Deputy Director of Site 81 Communications, denoted here as K. I will have to like send my request to make more emotes to the person. I have them already like planned out how they're supposed to look like. I just need to actually send the request in. Subject Jane Doe, creator of SCP-3. I wish I could do like the Jane Doe voice from Sender Zone Zero. Like the real like sultry woman's voice. I wish I could do that. They're noted here as D. Begin log. Have you read the Snow Anti-Medics Division? I have not. That's a subscriber special for YouTube. I will eventually get to it. I read the SCP numbers in numerical order. And any tale is more of like a side project whenever I reach a certain amount of subscribers on YouTube. I have written down though, eventually it will come out. This year for sure. Once 3125 is out on my YouTube channel, which will happen in August. So it will take a while. but I'll get there. Where was I? Yes. Tell me again, please. We're recording now. Sure. I made this thing to access information. I think secrets are kind of theft, you know? Anyway, I started to test it out. And could you please describe how you made it? I told you it's hard to explain. I, bought this phone and made it get information. I think it's not really changing what I can do so much as taking away things it can't do. Does that make any sense? I think that's for researchers to decide. You'll be working closely with them for the foreseeable future. You could just ask the help desk how I did it, That might be easier. Not a secret, though. 3 seconds of silence. I'll pass your suggestion along. Next question. Did you intend for it to publish all this information in news media? No. I didn't even know it was happening at first. After I got here, I looked back through some old newspapers, and I'd see shit like the Mass of the Sun, or how old Betty White is, or whatever in the sports section of the New York Times or something. But I didn't know that was happening until the front page article. And which article was that? My social security number. I figured, okay, the help desk can fetch me any information that Google can. That was the first step. But then I decided I'd try to fish for secrets, and my SSN seemed like the place to start. Front page news, right? Right. Not only was the number front page news the next day, everyone on TV was talking about it that night. I was fucking scared, dude. I called the help desk and asked it, what the fuck? What did it tell you? It told me it was doing what I designed it to do, bring secrets out in the open. And I told it, no, dumbass, I wanted to expose the fraud that the government or Wall Street or whoever is doing right now, not publish my fucking social security number. What did it tell you? It told me, really politely too, that I was only saying that because it was my secrets being dug up. My social security number? Like, seriously. That's not even interesting enough to be news, but hey, everyone in the world learned it anyway. That's also the reason why she probably changed her name to Jane Doe, because, yeah, your social security number fucking out there. What? That is madness. Thank you, and SCP redacted. Yeah, everybody's part of the Pro-Fros. Here we go. Where was I? Finally, if you tell me again how you found the foundation. Well, I asked the help desk who to give the phone to, to keep it safe. Keep it... Is it secret? Is it safe? From being misused. And it told me all about the foundation. As well as exactly how to get to Site 81. How to get in, who to give it to, with a lot of detail as well. All of that turned out to be right, and, well, sorry about the news story the next day. I'm told you drained a lot of our resources with that stunt. That's no small feat. Well, I live in a cell now, and all my friends and family think I'm dead. So, I got justice, if you want to call it that. And luck. I feel bad for her, because... Imagine you just get a phone, man. You just get a phone, right? Just a handy dandy phone, and then you find out this phone can discover secrets that nobody else knows, and you're like, oh, okay, you are curious. You're curious. Maybe some of those like conspiracy theories out there. You want to know, are they true or not? Are they true or not? And so you give in. You're like, hey, phone, is it true? And the phone is like, everybody in the world now knows who you are and where you live. And you're like, what? That's not what I asked. You're welcome. That's not what I asked. So yeah, I understand why she changed her name to Jane Doe. And now she probably feels a lot safer being with the Foundation than, than it being out there. Everybody thinking like she's either dead or being hunted, or her bank account being drained. Who knows? Interview log 3120 bait. Level 4 credential required. The following is a transcript of the call between Kim, then he has K, and -1 during the breach of SCP from containment on 2016. So his -1 is still Jane Doe, correct? No, it has a voice described as sounding like a middle-aged woman. That's the voice. Yeah, it's not an actual. It's not. Yeah. It's a caller. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. Good morning. You've reached the help desk. What do you need to know today? Pardon me. The entity known as has breached containment. How can we re-establish containment with minimal casualties and drain on our resources? Why this? When was this written? Why am I getting fucking ChatGPT vibes from this? Yo, ChatGPT, how the hell am I supposed to contain this this SCP right here? Okay, just a second, please. Sound of papers rustling on -1s and for 5 seconds. Alrighty then, I have it here. Do you have a pen and paper? Yes, I'm ready. First, you want to make sure that the whole staff of the professional site is blindfolded. You got that? I do. Please continue. Each of them should be assigned a zone around the site in a circle 100 meters in diameter. They should all face inwards and hold air horns. Keeping up still? Air horns, got it. The minute any of them hears a train whistle, they've got to blow their air horns as loud as they can, all around the circle. You get that? Everyone has to do it once they hear the first air horn. The sound ought to scare it back into its house. Bet you know it was scared of loud noises, huh? We didn't. I'll get that added to its file. Anything to keep reality from falling apart, right? Right. Thank you. I'll relay this right away. Anything else I can do for you? No, thank you for your help. I mean, it's that's ChatGPT. It's like an actual, like, you know, help desk. Like, it's like definitely like, it's like, hey, my my bank account got closed. What do I do? Well, did you try to do that? Is that help? It's like a help desk like that more of an American thing. Do we have that in Europe? Because like, I never like hear stories of like Europeans asking a help, like calling a help desk and be like, hey, how the fuck do I do this? Yeah, it's like you call like of course when there's a problem with a bank, you call the bank themselves. Like I'm just wondering if this is like a more American thing, or if I just never had like, if I just never met anybody who used help desks in Europe, or if yeah, maybe I'm just completely like out of the loop on that one. No, thank you for your help. That's what I'm here for. -1 ends the call. End log. Notes: SCP was successfully recontained with no casualties. Its containment procedures have been updated based on the new information provided by -1. An anti-meme to suppress knowledge of SCP was perfected 3 weeks later on 2016. By that time, disinformation campaigns were judged to be successful. The SCP anti-meme was not disseminated but is still on the file. And then we have a level 5/3120 briefing. Alvea incident. It should be noted that not every use of SCP-3120 is a success. Its file states that it has been used on 4 separate occasions. In reality, it is believed to have been activated 20 times or more. In June of 2018, SCP-Chi-9898 breached containment at professional site Chi-98 in... Oh, it's the... okay, we have the capital of Sweden. Your capital is Alvea? Or however that's like... Alvea? However that's pronounced. A person with level 5/3120 clearance broadcasted a 3120 Omicron signal to attempt to re-establish containment. That one informed the call that the city of... You know what? You know what? I also forgot to like change my output here. I'm gonna look up how it's actually pronounced.
Elva.
Oh, Elva? Is that how I say it? Yeah, see, that's what I thought. It's Stockholm, right? So is this like a made-up place? Must be, yeah. So this is a place where Elva is is the capital. Because I was like so confused. I was like, wait a minute. You know what this felt like? It's the equivalent of like telling tourists when they come to Switzerland, like, yeah, no, Zurich is not the capital, it's Bern. And it was like, what? Bern? Like, yeah. That's how I felt just now. I was like, wait. Stockholm's not the capital? No, it is. Oh. The procedures were successful, and SCP-G 9898 was completely neutralized. There are known survivors from the city of Elva. It is believed that SCP-G 9898 was an object capable of causing a CK-class total reality failure scenario, but its exact nature is unknown due to the widespread use of the anti-memetic agents in the months following the incident. Well, to be fair, it is an anti-meme article. Maybe Elva used to be the capital, but now Stockholm took over. Who knows? During this time, the Foundation was not widely known and reviled by the civilian population, as SCP-3120's properties reveal both the Foundation's existence and the fact that it had destroyed Elva. It is assumed that the SCP object classification system was also heavily altered after this incident, as its current and better-known form has only 4,000 designation and does not make use of the Greek alphabet. Anti-memetic agents were also propagated among non-essential staff to suppress knowledge of the former system. As a current level 5/3120 authorized person at your side, it is important to be aware of the possible consequences of the use of SCP-3120. However, some of this information is restricted outside of this briefing document. Exposure to the following anti-meme will suppress only knowledge of the existence of Elva and some other minor details. Any questions regarding your assignment may be directed to the offices of 051, 4, and 8. And here we have a picture. Let's look at this. Anti-memetic agent G9898-2. Yes, please do not recall Elva. Thank y'all all. And I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try to read that. Oops. Alright. Cool. That was cool. So now, no wonder, yeah, it makes sense why it's called Thaw Meal, but it is very risky. It's a very risky Thaw Meal if you think about it, because like, one moment, you're like, oh yeah, I can find out how to contain an SCP again, the best way to do it, and the next moment you know the entire secret of the Foundation is just on newspapers. It sounds like you are saying the Swedish word of 11. Oh, okay, well, maybe I am. You don't know. You don't know if I'm not. You don't know if I'm not. Maybe I am. There we go. Sorry about that. Had to answer real quick. Trust me, I would know. But at least this SCP mentioned Sweden, so that made my day. You're like the most, the happiest person whenever like an SCP mentions Sweden. Whenever SCP mentions Switzerland, I'm like, oh, cool. Nice. And then I just go on. But when Sweden just gets mentioned, you're like, on your side, you're like, let's fucking go! Yeah! The entirety of your house, you're just like, oh, okay, looks like Afro mentioned Sweden. Sweden has popped up in one of the readings once again, hasn't it? Your dad's gonna see this SCP in the future, because I know you're gonna show this to him. And then he's like, yeah, you do. He's gonna be like, yeah, you are very happy when Sweden gets mentioned. It's gonna happen one day. One day it's gonna be like, it's gonna like tease Sweden, but then it's gonna be like sweat, and then it's gonna be like some made up country that just happens to start with the same 3 letters as Sweden. Maybe. Who knows?